this amazing team had to go to Thailand and went on mission, and I was left there with my other friend doing the pizza ministry, and I kind of felt like it was hard to keep that fire going because I had like 8 other people that were burning, and I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I need more equipping, or I need to be deeper in this team. And I go talk to the YWAM leaders of this Youth with a Mission thing, and I say, hey, I feel like God's really putting it on my heart that me and my family need to do a DTS with you. And they're like, that's so interesting that you would say that, because we were going to close down for a quarter and take a break because we only had 3 people sign up for our DTS, and we were going to just refer them to the big island of Hawaii. And if you are really wanting to do this DTS, we'll make it all about you and your family, and we'll totally do this. So if you are really feeling led and you want to do this, this will be all about you, because otherwise we wouldn't even be doing anything. And boom. It was so fun, and we did so much amazing stuff, and every day was like we could just party in the Word and party in the presence and worship and do outreach, and it was like a dream come true. And then at the end of it, the base leader gave me a haircut, and she's like, wow, this will look really good on you. You're going to go to North America, and this will help you look good in Bethel, and you'll fit in really well, and this will bring revival. Like, there's revival on you on this haircut. So now we're going to send you out and just go to North America and bring the fire. And I thought it was a little thing at the time. You know, we always prophesy over each other and stuff. And it's just like a little word where she's cutting my hair. You know, I didn't really think about it. And then all the way through BSSM first year, my hair was growing. Then it got down to about here. And then God called me to Santa Cruz, and then it was like down to about here. And then a year later in Santa Cruz, it's down to my shoulders, and it just fits me so well. And it just made me like more received, and I felt more receptive in Santa Cruz. And that's when it started to dawn on me. I was like, what did she say? Oh my gosh, she said this would fit me super well and look really good on me. Little did I know that it made me look really good in Bethel, and then it made me look really good in Santa Cruz, and then it just kept on going. And I haven't cut my hair in 7 years, not even once, not even one trim, since she gave me that haircut, because I still haven't seen revival break out. And that was the last semester that they were going to do as YWAM base leaders, and they put it down. They put down the whole base and gave it to somebody else, and then they took sabbatical for years. People have been praying for a YWAM base to come to Santa Cruz for like 25 years. They heard that they were supposed to plant a YWAM base in Santa Cruz. They came here a year ago and planted a base in Santa Cruz. And I'm like, what are the odds of this? The lady that cut my hair 7 years ago is now in Santa Cruz pioneering a YWAM base, and I still have the same haircut because she said revival's coming to North America, and this will look good on you. And I'm here, and she's here, and God's doing something. And I really do believe that we're like on the edge of a big wave coming, and it's like a swell where people are just hungry and they're in need, and God's power is also at the perfect angle to just move in power encounters, in miracles, in things that are actually tangible, so that the youth are not distracted by other things that, you know, are entertaining or energetic, but actually this is the most energetic and entertaining, joyous thing going on, is the presence of God and the move of his power. And I feel, and I've heard this in the Spirit, that he's going to fulfill his plan and purpose to just show up in radical power over this nation, and particularly up and down the West Coast. And I really know that we're almost like in a new operating system right now, that things have like shifted since COVID. And this shift is lining up to where if we believe it in our hearts and we speak it with confidence, just like Jesus showed us to do, where we just command things to change, there's so much authority on our DNA, on our person, on our spirit, that we will see even greater things than Jesus has done himself in these next few years. And it just so happens to be just the timing that we're alive, and the state of the world, and his plan. And all those things are cross-correlating right now and meeting each other and colliding. And we're going to be just amazed by this outpouring on people just getting so loved, so high, so set free, that they don't desire anything else because they found the answer that they were always hungering or searching for. And it's going to just pop off like popcorn. It's going to be like a chain reaction. Once the dominoes start going down, it's just like everybody just wants to be in the party. It's just going to be like a non-stop party, and just everybody's going to be celebrating and rejoicing, and everything's going to be provided, and things are just going to be popping off left and right. And heaven is coming to earth. It is already here, but everyone's going to notice and be able to not even ignore it. It's going to be so prevalent and so powerful that everybody's going down the water slide. Wow. And the kids are probably going to lead the way. So let your kids be free in the desires of their heart and with the things they want to do, with teaching others, with loving on others, with going places even in risk or outside of their box. So I just say, let your kids be free, because they're actually going to lead this movement, because their childlikeness and their freedom and their joy that's inside of them is the catalyst that everybody else needs. And that's what God's going to move through. It's like taking everybody back to a childlike state of just being super joyous and super free and super amazed. And so I just inspire everybody to stay in these wow moments whenever you get the chance, and to even mimic the little children and to be like little children yourself, because your Father has a plan and He is providing and He's doing it all. And all we need to do is just get better at resting and knowing that He's carrying us, and that we can just let go and let God and stay in this place of total elated joy, and then revert back to total peace and go from these two states. And it talks about this in Ephesians, that the kingdom of heaven is righteousness, peace, and joy. And if you are extreme joy and you know how to go to extreme peace, the third thing gets added onto you automatically, because now righteousness just happens everywhere all the time without any of your doing, and heaven is on earth. And it's that simple. Boom. So everybody enjoy. We are in heavy levels of joy ourselves, because this is amazing that we are here today breathing and living. And wow, I just feel so high on God. Like I feel so in love with a man. And Jesus is so beautiful, and that intimacy just keeps on getting deeper and more exciting. And I feel like I'm getting younger and younger all the time. And I just want to dance and celebrate and give thanks more and more and more, because it's too good to be true. But it is true. And once again, He says, rejoice. And there is no limits to where He's going. And He wants us to be unlimited people. That we are not to place any worldly limits or things from our past that our parents were limited by. This is a new time, and He's doing a new thing. And He wants us to have this unlimited reality of what actually could happen in the greatest points and moves of the Spirit, and even things of our own desires of our own hearts in radical abundance, and things just manifesting out of our command and our spoken word, to see things just pop into existence, to see even time itself stop, to see us get translocated, to go into deep visions that give tons of revelation, and be able to explain that to even the highest up of CEOs or even presidents of countries, because He's got it all, and it's all here at our fingertips. And we just need to say, I'm ready, I believe it, I'll receive it, and let Him flow through you like a river. And the more that river flows, the easier it gets, and the wider it gets, and the better it gets. So I just inspire everyone to live in the river, live in the finished works river, that Jesus has done it all things are already done. You can't add to, you don't need to do anything yourself, but just sit back and enjoy the ride, and lay in your Father's arms and just rest. And that's really what we're carrying today, is a restolution, that everybody here can rest assured that everything is in His plan and nothing is out of order. Everything is going perfectly to plan. And He just wants you to just feel that excitement, to feel that joy, to feel that relationship of Him caring for you as you being His favorite son, and Him being a really good dad. And it looks like something, and that's the reality that He wants us to live in, and He'll make it look like that to everyone else and ourselves if we'll just live in that and just go there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, wow, the beauty set before us makes me wanna praise, makes me wanna shout, makes me wanna say that I'm so thankful, I'm so happy, I'm so joyous, I'm so glad. This life is so amazing. My Savior is so happy and so rad. This is the best thing I've ever seen, ever had. Oh, the joy overwhelming. Oh, the joy overwhelming. Overwhelmed by joy every single day. Waking in the morning, no other way. Overwhelmed by the joy, joy overwhelming. Overwhelmed by the joy, joy overwhelming. Woo, woo, woo.